Let's take a look at the top 8 hard-hitting screens in recent memory. Number 8. Chris Humphries flattens Rajon Rondo. Chris Humphries didn't achieve amazing things in his career, but he did flatten 2-time NBA champion Rajon Rondo while playing for the New Jersey Nets. Trying to apply full-court pressure to elite ball handler Deron Williams, Rondo was blindsided by Humphries. The veteran guard was shaken up so much on the play that the Boston Celtics had to take a timeout on the next offensive possession to see if he was okay. Number 7. Steven Adams doesn't feel a thing with Isaiah Thomas. Steven Adams is probably the toughest and strongest guy in the association, so slamming into him is never a good idea. While suiting up for the Oklahoma City Thunder, running partner Russell Westbrook was in a full sprint down court inside Boston's TD Garden. Westbrook's direct opponent on the play was 5'0" Isaiah Thomas, who ran into Adams the way in which a fly gets halted by a kitchen window. As you can imagine, Adams didn't flinch at all, whereas Thomas laid flat on the floor, making sure he still had all his ribs in place. Number 6. DeAndre Jordan eats Curry. DeAndre Jordan was in his athletic prime when playing for the LA Clippers. On this play against bitter rival Golden State Warriors, Jordan got some payback for all the embarrassment Warriors point guard Steph Curry had handed out against his squad. Trying to make up ground on Clippers guard Raymond Felton, Curry couldn't believe his eyes when Jordan showed up out of nowhere to meet him at the top of the key for a shattering pick. Curry had the last laugh, however, as the Warriors beat the Clippers on the evening. Number 5. Tyson Chandler greets the king. In the best screen and flop sequence in NBA history, 7-footer Tyson Chandler met Miami Heat's LeBron James at midcourt for a powerful screen. James was at his defensive best in Miami and was hunting down New York Knicks' Iman Shumpert on the play before Chandler was called for a flagrant foul after the contact. There is no doubt James should have won an Oscar for selling the contact, but you can't blame him for trying to create an advantage in Game 1 of a playoff series. Number 4. Steven Adams eliminates Patrick Beverley. Steven Adams was always going to appear on this list more than once, and his next victim was Houston Rockets' Patrick Beverley on this possession. Westbrook was again moving up the court quickly with a live dribble as Beverley was trying to disrupt him full court. But it was a bad idea as Adams saw his opportunity. Recognizing the situation, the big man stepped up and took out Beverley to the delight of Thunder fans, before the ball finally made its way to Andre Roberson on the wing for a three-pointer due to the numbers advantage. Before we get into the top 3 hardest NBA screens in recent years, make sure to leave the video a like and subscribe down below. If you've enjoyed the video thus far, then consider sharing the video. Number 3. LeBron James bullies John Lucas. LeBron James receives a lot of contact, but he can also dish it out as well. It was evident on this play as James bullies John Lucas in the backcourt as he was guarding Mario Chalmers. The Chicago Bulls and Miami Heat used to have their fair share of battles during Miami's Big Three era, and James actually jumped over Lucas for one of his all-time career dunks in a separate matchup. Lucas was clearly embarrassed about what had just occurred in front of thousands that he got up and had words for the league MVP. James wasn't bothered though. He probably didn't even know his name. Number 2. Wade runs into a brick wall. Dwayne Wade and Shaquille O'Neal became championship teammates for the Miami Heat in 2006, but they met earlier in Cleveland as Wade ran into Shaq's enormous frame. On this possession, Wade flashes towards the basket on the left wing trying to make a play, but Shaq is there waiting for anyone who comes into the paint. Unfortunately, Wade was the recipient this time around, and Shaq was unfazed by the collision as he carried on playing like nothing had happened. Number 1. Draymond Green's illegal screen on Beverley. Much like Adams, Patrick Beverley appears again on this list, but for all the wrong reasons. Beverley's defensive tenacity is usually an asset for the teams he plays on, but on this play, he may have regretted trying to chase the constant movement of Steph Curry. As we've seen a million times before, Curry was trying to use the body of Draymond Green to create some separation for a shot, and Green steps out at the top of the key to derail the chasing defender. Luckily for Beverly, the official called it a flagrant foul, but he went down hard nonetheless. As you can see, the beauty of the screen is not dead in today's league. With bodies such as Steven Adams, DeAndre Jordan, and Tyson Chandler still on NBA rosters, there will always be a place for a crunching screen when they take to the floor. Most people prefer a highlight poster dunk, but there are still some of us that value a good old-fashioned body-bruising screen. Let us know in the comments below which one of the screens was your favorite, or if we forgot to add one. Check out some of these videos to continue watching our content.